your purpose will not be something that you don't want to do at all ever. You're bored. You're never even thinking of it. God is not a bastard, right? He's making things achievable for us. He's making it obvious in our heart that there are certain things, they might not be comfortable, they might not be nice, but we have a burning about them. We can feel it's right. We can feel there's a calling there, right? So yes, of course, it cannot be, I make it my purpose to do what my family says begrudgingly. It could be your purpose to say, you know what, that's it. I'm dying to myself and I will become whatever my family needs. That's a whole nother thing, yes? So the attitude plays the big role here, and creates the big difference here. Now, in your case, you can deduct very easily. If you find yourself all the time in heated arguments with your family and with your mother, and you are even not sure why you're doing what you're doing, it's not your purpose. It's very clear. It's something you amuse yourself with. It's nice. It's interesting. Maybe it's even tickling something in your heart every now and again. But clearly you are not standing firm in that. When you find what you are meant to be doing in this life, and if it is emptying waste baskets, it really doesn't matter. But when you know, you know. And then it's not like your mom can dance around screaming if she wants. It will be like, Mom, I really hate to see you this way. I want to help you out, but this is what I'm doing. And that's just that. And it will come from a place inside that is settled. Now, I have the feeling that you haven't really found this place yet, right? So in this case, yes, we have to say your mom has a good point. You are living a bit of a selfish life that is more inquiring into some interesting things that you like. Okay, that's much better than, again, being paralyzed and frozen, right? And it's like, I'm just not going to move. No, you're moving. That's good. But you're moving selfishly. You're moving for what is the purpose? Some entertainment, some little this, and I feel like this, now I feel like this, now I feel like this. Eventually, you will have to overcome yourself with this. It's a good start in order to break free from things that maybe you felt they were, encapsulating you in some way. But it's not enough. A man can never feel really, truly a man, and a man who feels a man doesn't fight with his mother. It's very clear what he's doing. It doesn't matter what mom says about this. What, you're 10? It doesn't matter. She doesn't have any impact on your life other than that she's your mother and you love her and you want to support her, right? So a man can, or like, let's say, someone born in a male body cannot ever really feel a man unless he is completely and utterly devoting his life to the others. Absolutely, this is the case. That doesn't mean that you do something that you hate. No, of course not. That purpose of yours, God is smart about this, is interwoven with the needs of everybody around you. But a man, fully awakened in his soul or on his way there, is continuously contributing to the life of the people around him. A man who lives a life that is centered only around what he needs and wants, he can never feel truly fulfilled in his heart. And you will notice that you don't manage to fully polarize. Life, women, whatever it might be, your family, right? So once you find that place inside where you're like, okay, that's it. I'm letting go of all this trying around and playing around and fooling around. And now I'm going to get serious about this life. I will assume responsibility for something. Responsibility is a big word for any person who wants to awaken the soul, no matter if masculine or feminine. But for a man, it's a starting point. You cannot even think that you're moving anywhere without responsibility. It kills a man's soul not to carry responsibility. So find something that you're passionate about and that you want to assume responsibility for. And then you do that with all your heart. And then you forget about all the diversions that might come. And sure, but I haven't been playing music for a while. Like I used to love to play the piano. I found my path, that's it. I'm not playing the piano anymore. Yeah, it's sad. Sometimes when I sit in front of a piano, I play a little some melody that I remember from 15 years ago. Who cares? I'm doing my purpose. It doesn't matter, So that inner place where it's like, yes, with a tear in my eye, but I'm going to throw this out, this out, this out, unessential, 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 unessential. Shiva is one point, He's the transcendent one point that polarizes everything that exists. He doesn't have space for anything unessential. That doesn't mean that you should kill your soul, right? Not at all. Enjoy what you're doing, of course. And then in the half hour that you have for yourself in the day, do something fun. Why not? Or the half hour you have in a week, if we are honest about it. Because when a man becomes a man, this is approximately what he has left. Fine, do something fun. But, you know, I've seen it so many times, and I wish I could tell you another story that is a little more fluffy, but I can't. I've seen it so many times, especially in this yogi context. It never works. Live a life for yourself as a man never works.
Now is an extract from a wide course of teaching men the tantric way of lovemaking, the tantric path of love. It's called amorous erotic continence. We have about 50 courses with different titles, and if you're interested, if that's something you want to know more of, you're welcome to send us an email and connect with us in this way.